When did you make the selection to be Marine Corps within the Naval ROTC path?
I think after my sophomore year. So I realized really quickly that was a better fit for me.
Why was it a better fit?
Just for who I am? Just for the, you want me to say because I'm tougher? Is that what you're looking for?
I was gonna, no,
Well,
I'm not even gonna ask you.
Tougher and angrier. That's why.
I did communications for a platoon of LEVs, so light armored vehicles. I had 6 LEVs and 1 logistics LEV, so 7 total.
My job, I was in charge of a 3-man TAC PSYOP team, a TPT.
What was the mission of the TPT?
So our mission of the TPT is to do what we do every time we go someplace. Persuade, change, influence a target audience to do whatever we need them to do.
So actually a 2-time vet. The first time around was with the Navy. So for 4 years, I was with a Marine Air Squadron in El Toro, California.
I went to flight school. I picked F-18s San Diego. I got F-18s.
East Coast.
Yeah, Buford.
So I'm a cavalry platoon leader.
And you're footborne? Are you armor-borne? What's your gear?
We're in Humvees, primarily.
I was picked to go to the train station. I thought I was going to be like directing traffic or something like that, but it ended up being logistics.
So where were you on September 11th, 2001 in Manhattan?
So I was passing with a group of 30 people walking across the street, and at that moment, tower plated. And by that time, the whole sky was just pitch black. It was almost like end of the world kind of scene.
So through that, you realized at some moment that you wanted to serve again.
I believe if I got to the 82nd, that would fast track me to Afghanistan.
Did you ever end up in Afghanistan?
So that was the first deployment.
Most memorable mission during that deployment?
And there was a neat one where there was a sandstorm between us and where we were going. We didn't know it. So flew into the sandstorm, which was very interesting. The world just turned orange. And that was pretty memorable, just because it was something I hadn't done before or subsequently, and you're not supposed to do. We just didn't know there was a sandstorm there.
The Marine Corps had just gotten there.
No fiber in the ground yet?
Nothing. Taking equipment, maybe it's not designed for that, but you know, hey, it gets the job done.
Maybe it's not even yours?
No comment on that one, okay? Just, at the end of the day, you just gotta make things work.
My dad worked communications, and he actually was working with the VP at the time. Air Force 2 landed, and I got to actually,
Oh, the
at that
vice
time,
president
yes,
VP.
yes.
Wow.
It was just a cool mesh of worlds type of moment.
So it was a night patrol. We're patrolling around a couple neighborhoods we had been in before, and they will run these large power lines to their house through their own means. Their turret sits above the wire. Iraqi police out there with a shovel on top of his truck, hacking down this power line. Sparks flying out. Yep, that stands out to me.
What happened? Did he stop hacking at it?
No, he knocked it down.
He survived.
Sure enough, oh yeah, he survived, knocked it down. We kept going, kept on the patrol. Patrol was uneventful the rest of the evening.
We're downtown coast Afghanistan with Afghan police. They get told to do a security halt. It was in an area, kind of think of it like a food court. Like you think about that many people kind of packed in. And somebody dressed as an Afghan police officer gets in and clacks off an S-vest, a suicide vest, kills 3 NCOs, plus the Terp injures the next 3 NCOs. So it was kind of just chaos everywhere. Just a crazy, crazy deployment.
I took a job going on a task force to go fight ISIS.
What was your role?
I was the deputy commander, so I was the XO.
XO.
I was stationed in Altus, Oklahoma. Yes,
What did
middle
you-
of nowhere.
I was about to say, what did you think of Altus?
It was, I don't want to say it was terrible. I made the best of it. I'll say that. I think Korea is where I really got into my career. Basically moved things from base to base and people, things and people. I left as a staff sergeant, so.
What?
Yes. I was really killing it. I really felt like I got into my groove.
My brigade commander asked me to be the company commander for the brigade. All of the brigade staff have to fall under somebody from an organizational standpoint.
We were assigned training their special police, some of their other units. The goal was to basically go through all of these areas and start winding down assets so that we could exit.
During that first deployment to Iraq, my wife was pregnant and she had a baby. I was on the phone while it was going on.
You had a baby on deployment and you weren't there?
No, was not there. She was born in October, and the first time I saw her was in February. That feeling, like when you come back and when, you know.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah, it is overwhelming, but it's awesome. Awesome feeling.
Thanks for serving, and here, thanks for leading.
I appreciate it.
Oh, that was
Awesome,
great.
awesome story.
Thank you so
Oh
much.
my goodness, that's good.